So again, we have the x we're honing in on. We have two things over here that are not an x. We have a plus 2 and a minus 3. So how do I get rid of the plus 2 and minus 3? Let's do this in two separate steps. One of these is a little bit easier to get rid of first. I'm going to go ahead and go deal with the plus 2. How is that plus 2 connected? By addition, right? So I'm going to do the opposite. Subtract 2 from both sides. So those 2's cancel. I'm left with negative 3x equals 9 minus 2 is 7. One step away. We've got negative 3x equals 7. How is that negative 3 connected to the x? Understood multiplication here, right? Don't add it. I guess it's a common error at this point. If you want to get decent at working with at adding, subtracting, multiplying, dividing sign numbers. So those 3's cancel. We're going to divide both sides by negative 3. And I'm going to get x equals, this is a negative 7/3. Now right now it's written as 7 over negative 3. Generally, we put that negative either at the top or we'll put it right out to the side. We generally don't leave it in the bottom. Okay? Most teachers wouldn't count it wrong if you did that, but just conventionally, the notation, usually we end up moving that to the top or out to the side. All three are perfectly fine answers, though. Now this is one, if I didn't have a calculator and I want to on a test or something, I may hesitate before I check it, because the checking involves working with fractions. Not that big a deal. Things cancel out really nicely here. My rule of thumb, McDaniel's rule of thumb here, is that if the checking was harder than the solving, I definitely want to question my checking. So if my checking gives me something that doesn't turn out right, it looks like it's wrong, I want to make sure that I didn't check it wrong, right? I don't want to erase everything and start from scratch. Definitely check the checking part, right? Okay, so this one was a little more challenging because it ended up as a fraction, but we didn't really have to deal with fractions throughout. We'll look at one in a minute where we